I don't know what the difference is between a fillet and a boning knife. My knife knowledge is very limited. My ear itches. Hold on. Need to fix my ear. Oh, God. Oh. Every once in a while, the inside of my ear canals itch like crazy. And I just have to grab a Q-tip and go to town. I had an ENT look, and she's like, your ears are as clean as clean can be, so I don't know what could be causing it. Like, they're clean because I constantly clean them out with Q-tips because they itch. That's why they're clean. Yeah, see, now you guys are discussing types of knives, and I couldn't even weigh in. I have no idea. I've just discovered the meat cleaver. I'm not up to fillet and boning knives yet. You like knives? That's cool. I'm gonna save to make sure we're not losing anything. Well, I'm glad you're curious, Ferrum. I want you, feeling safe that you can explore yourself and understand your world, and really get out there and get your hands on whatever you want to, play with. 'Cause I think everybody should do that, It's very important to get out there and play and do what you want to do with your life. So, if that for you is, sharp implements, then hey, I make no judgment calls. Just don't do any long-term damage, and you'll be fine. Ooh. See, now, I have scissors in my kitchen for cutting marshmallows, not for pulling bones off meat. Do not add or subtract from the population or yourself. That is a very good rule to live by. Ladies and gentlemen, remember this holiday season, do not add or subtract to the population, and don't add or subtract to yourself. Thank you very much. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And should you end up adding to the population, it is required you name it after me or gain my approval of any names. And beyond that, I'm going to want to be there. It's a regular safety brief, yeah. I saw a great joke on Reels today. A porn star and a trucker are at a bar asking each other what they do for work. The trucker obviously asks the porn star, says, "Oh, I'm a porn star. What do you do?" And the trucker's like, "I'm a trucker." The waitress comes over, looks at them, and goes, "So you both get paid by the load?" You're welcome. You're welcome. Did I send that? No, because everything moves this from your direction towards me. I did not. I can't send anything out to you, out west. I'm on the tail end of the weather pattern before it hits the ocean. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. We're already getting snow out there, and it's coming down hard and fast because it was rain an hour ago. You know how hard it is to go from those jokes to dad jokes, how difficult it is not to speak of those things in front of the kids? Yeah. My parents never worried about that. Those jokes were just those jokes, and that was that. So, that's why I am the way I am. I've always been this way. We didn't have kid-safe conversations in my house. There was just conversation, and you either were told to get out of the room or not. Oh yeah. So let's go down the do you realize how fucking old I am or you are trail right now, okay? Think about what hang on. I gotta pull up some visual aids for this. Give me a moment. I need to because this is important. Yeah. Where is it? Yeah. So, what's your thought when I tell you, what does Star Trek look like 25 years ago? You want to know what Star Trek looked like 25 years ago? Now, I'm rounding a little bit here by a year or so. But, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Trek 25 years ago. 25 years ago. 2001 this shit was new. 25 years. In short order. This time next year, it'll be like, you know, basically 25 years. Like how is that? When I was thinking 25 years ago, I'm thinking, you know, I'm thinking Star Trek 25 years ago is this. Not, you know, this to me was Star Trek 25 years ago. Not this. Not this at all. It's not fair. This is not cool. But no, this is Star Trek 40 years ago. Like, yeah. Or TNG. They were in the movies winding down. DS9 was already over 25 years ago. Just think about that for a second. Deep Space Nine premiered in 1993. Voyager was already over 25 years ago. Well, no, I guess Voyager would have been in its last season this right now 25 years ago. But DS9 was already over. It ended in 99. How fucked up is that? Like, seriously. What's even scarier is when you think about Let's see. What was it I was thinking about the other day? Oh yeah. "22 years ago. 22 years ago, Tobey Maguire debuted as fucking Spider-Man. Yeah, they filmed the seat, kicked her out, unbolted the seat. Yeah. And best Spider-Man. You're not entirely wrong, Hans. I like the current Spider-Man, but I think and Maguire's third movie was really terrible. But the first two movies I thought were solid. But you know, I don't disagree at all. And the Andrew Garfield one was okay, but the stories were not great. Oh yeah, IMDb. Oops. How about ladies and gentlemen, 24 years ago. This shit's almost a quarter century old. Do you realize Do you realize 24 years ago was also this? Almost a quarter century old is this. Where the fuck is the last 25 years gone? Tell me. How did we get here? "24 years ago, this shit came out. It's messed up. It's absolutely messed up. Star Trek Discovery premiered in 2017. 2017 Discovery started. So New Trek is already 7 years old. Sister balls. Oh god, Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, that's just as bad. "2003. So 21 years old? This movie is now old enough to drink. I mean, do you realize that this is officially a quarter century old now? Can you believe that we're in a world where the Matrix has existed for 25 plus years? Like, seriously, what the fuck? I'm amazed these movies haven't been fully rebooted. I know we just had another Matrix movie recently, but still. Like, I can't... I just... Yeah, Batman with Michael Keaton was 31 years ago? 35? No, 35 years ago. Because that was 1989. It's nuts. It's like, I feel so old. Adults enlisting today have parents that were at the tail end of middle school during 9/11. Yeah. Yeah. That's just upsetting. Okay. That's not a song I want on here. So yeah, welcome to Feeling Old with Jester. We are now at a point in our lives where children are becoming adults who grew up not knowing what a CD player was or what an iPod is. Let's sit down and think about that for a minute. We're at a point now where there are kids who have never used an iPod. Where do we sign up for the retirement home? Yeah, I know, right? Who knows what a Zune was, right? How about this? You know what a Nintendo looked like 20-some years ago? This is also horrifying. You know what Nintendo looked like 25 years ago? It looked like this. 23 years ago, this was the top of the line in video game entertainment. 22 years ago, this was the top of entertainment in video gaming. This was last week. How is it so long? Yep, exactly. I had the original NES. It was a thing of love and beauty and blinding. Oh yeah, we had an Atari 2600 too. Okay, thank you, Hans. My math is terrible. 18 years. That's still almost 2 decades. That was my point. Like, what the hell? Like, I. It's so scary. It's just not right. Pokemon Stadium. Man, GoldenEye was some good times in college. We played a lot of that shit. On a 15-inch screen, we 4-way split that damn thing. Oh. It was... that's probably half the reason we all went blind. Trying to stare at that screen, focusing on tiny little images. Conker's Bad Fur Day? Really? Oh, okay. It was never one I played, but I didn't have a 64 either, so... Your first console was a Commodore 64, then ColecoVision. My first console was an Atari 2600. Then my dad acquired a Commodore 64 at some point, but we never got it to work right. So I don't know where he got it, but I'm assuming he got it used. So that didn't last long. But it was really from the Atari, I went straight to the NES. In fact, the first games I got when they gave me the NES, of course, I got the base entertainment system that came with the Mario and Duck Hunt combo cartridge. So I had the Zap Gun. And they gave me Legend of Zelda. And Metroid. Those are the first games I had for the NES. Oh, she's talking original Donkey Kong, for sure. First one I bought with my own money was the SNES. At Christmas. I had saved up just enough. And it was the version with the Mario All-Stars. So it had been out for a little while. My first computer didn't run Windows. It was a Radio Shack brand Tandy 1000 RLX. It was a 64 megabyte hard drive that was partitioned into 4 drives. And it ran the Tandy DeskMate operating system, which is actually just a graphic interface built on top of DOS. And it had one 3.5 floppy drive. Yeah, this one was a 486. It was one of the first 486 to come out. You had 5 1/4. Yeah, we the only reason my dad got a computer was because he was running his own business as a bread delivery guy. So he decided to start keeping everything on computer for all his books and stuff. So when he got that, I was able to get a couple of games for it. But it was not my computer until much later when he replaced it with a laptop. I took that Tandy 1000 with me to college, actually. I used it on campus for a good 6 months to a year before finally getting my own actual Windows PC. So I skipped Windows 3.1 and went right from non-Windows to Windows 95. I never owned a computer that ran 3.1. I used a few, but I never owned one. First family computer was a portable with a built-in thermal printer in the top. The keyboard snapped the face so you could carry it by the handle. That's funny. Motherfucker was heavy, yeah. Jesus, monitors back then were so incredibly heavy. It is amazing to pick up a 65-inch television today and do it with 2 fingers in the box versus needing 4 people to haul around a 30-inch television in 1985. You didn't portable that thing anywhere, right? Oh, excuse me for the yawn. Yeah, back then that's what you wanted was dual floppies so you could have programs running back and forth. Well, it was like a matter of most of the time it was that you had the operating system on the one drive and then the software you were running on the other, or the software you were running in one drive and you're saving so you didn't have to swap disks so often. You could just save directly to your writable floppy. That was the big advantage. No, I don't think so. All right, where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 connections left? 7 sections left. Ugh. So annoying. They're about 3/4 of the way around. Just making sure nothing's going on while this is saving. Like the world has not exploded, so we're good there. Yet. Come on. Hey, I'm tired. It was a long day. It was a good day. It's nice going into the office to see all my coworkers. But it's an 1.5-hour drive there, an 1.5-hour drive home. Then you add on top of that the fact that I didn't get a lot of sleep the last few days, and I worked my ass off last night getting the cooking done, and came home and went right to work on starting to clean the kitchen up. You know, it's just like... But I still won't go to bed till really late tonight. Come on, I clicked multiple times.